10 relatable habits that boost your self-worth instantly. Number 1, keeping promises that you make to yourself. Be it drinking water, taking your supplements, working out. It is in the small habits that you create bigger or long-term habits. So make sure you keep the small promises to that you keep to yourself. In that way, you will be able to boost your self-worth because you realize that, okay, I did this, that means I can achieve the bigger things. That is the first thing that you can do. The second thing that you can do is you dress in a way that makes you feel confident. I can never overemphasize the importance of dressing well, dressing according to your body type, dressing in a way that makes you feel confident. Because let me tell you, before people talk to you, they already judge you in relation to how you've dressed. Before anyone talks to you, people say they don't judge a book by its cover, but let me tell you one fact. People will always judge someone according to how they dress. So make sure you always dress neatly. You don't have by day to buy very expensive outfits. You can match outfits. You can go to Pinterest and look out those outfits. Just look how can I match this color and this or this outfit and that. Try this. I want you to give yourself an exercise. Try dressing in the best way that you can, and you will realize how much it will boost your self esteem. Another thing that you need to do is saying no without guilt. When things don't serve you, just say no and go. When you can't fulfill someone's request, just say no and go. Nobody will hit you. Nobody will hurt you for saying no. Nobody will hurt you for being yourself. And even more, when you say no to something that you didn't really want, when you move out of that space, you feel good because you've stood for yourself. You have not disappointed yourself. So learn to say no without feeling guilty. You don't have to explain, by the way. If someone asks you for money and you don't have the cash, just say no without explaining. Why do you always have to explain when someone asks you for money? Say, I'm sorry, I don't have because I paid rent. No, just say, no, I'm sorry. At this time, I can't help. Thank you. Okay. Another thing that you can do is speaking kindly to yourself. I have talked about something called negative self talk and positive self talk. Negative self talk is where you talk very negative things about yourself. I'm not enough. I'm not confident. I can't do this. I can't do that. I have disappointed people. Can I tell you one thing? You are the first person to applaud yourself or the first person to disappoint yourself or to look down on yourself. Even before people judge you, even before people say anything about you, you're the first person to determine how you speak to yourself. So when you tell yourself you're not enough, trust you me, you won't do much. But when you embrace something called positive self-talk, you talk to yourself every day that I'm enough. I can do this. I am beautiful. I am confident. I am see. When you speak these positive words to you, trust me, the things that you think about are always reflected in your daily actions. Sometimes we think our actions are just motivated by the environment or anything, but no, in the long run, it is whatever that's happening in a mind that is just being evident in the outside. So please, please, I beg you, dear ladies, speak kindly to yourself. This will save you a lot. Good. Another thing that what I want you to do is celebrate small wins. You know, in most cases, we are always waiting for bigger things to happen in our lives for us to celebrate ourselves. We are waiting for us to go for holidays, to buy cars, to buy houses, until you forget that even completing your studies in school is not something small, or losing weight is not something small, gaining followers on social media is not something small, buying yourself this outfit you've always wanted is not something small, being in good health is not something small. Healing through a heartbreak is not something small. So please, ladies, celebrate whatever achievement you make in life. And nobody should tell you that you are overdoing things or you are too much. No, you're never too much for yourself. Celebrate yourself as much as you can. Okay? Another thing that I want you to do is maintain a good posture. When you're walking, when you get into these rooms, let people see confidence, let people see class, let people see elegance, let people see confidence. Because let me tell you one thing, when you walk into this room, you're this confident girl. Nobody will give any sign of disrespect to you. People will always respect you, by the way, because how people see you the first time they meet you, in most cases, that is how they will carry you all through, unless you really get into intimate conversations for them to understand you more. But let me tell you one thing, how you carry out yourself really matters. More so when you are, let's say, in the corporate world, or you keep meeting these big people. Carry out yourself with good posture, walk with your shoulders high, very confident. This will take you to bigger rooms. Next is spending time with people who uplift you and who cheer you up. We don't want to be with friends who are always downtrodden us, or friends who are always looking down upon us. Gone are those times when we could tolerate toxic friendships. It is time for us ladies to get up and say, no, this friendship is not serving me, and I'm sorry, but I will leave this table unapologetically. Because let me tell you one thing, we need friends that cheer us up. We need friends that celebrate us. We need friends that will tell us this is wrong without them fearing. We need friends that are honest and true. We need friends that support our dreams. We are in an era where we have to tell people the truth. Give people flowers. When you have good friends, treasure them. When you have good friends, just let them know that you really value the friendship, because in this age and era, it is very hard to get genuine friendships, honest conversations with friends. So when you have such friends, please keep them, because I've seen this phrase of friends who became family. Because these days, friends even become closer than family in most cases. Because when you find someone who is honest, who is true, you've never known them, but you meet in your adulthood. By the way, when you get genuine adult friendships, you have won in life. Another thing that I want you to do is making time for personal grooming. Take care of yourself, ladies. Take care of your hair. Take care of your nails. Take care of your body. Take care of yourself. Just love yourself. Embrace yourself so much that nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can tell you anything about you, because you've already invested in yourself. You've understood yourself. You dress yourself well. You take care of your health. You work out. You eat good food, healthy food. It's the little things that are not so little. Because sometimes we think things are little until we get to realize that the diet, the food that you eat, is contributing to your weight loss or your weight gain, is contributing to whatever is happening in your body. So, one thing that I would tell you is this, ladies, maintain yourself and take care of yourself so much. It means a lot to you when you experience that. Another thing is you do one thing that you're proud of every day. You can say that this week I will make myself proud by going for a walk before I go to work. Or you say, this week I will pray, or I will read the scripture, or I will listen to this sermon, or I will just do one thing that will make you proud. So wake up every morning, every at the start of the week, and say, okay, this week, this is how I'm going to make myself proud. Okay. And the last thing I would say is setting healthy boundaries. I know it's hard for so many people to set boundaries, but you can start little by little, even with yourself, and say, no phones after this time, or no phones when I wake up. I need to read first, or I need to go for a walk first before. Little boundaries that will give you the courage to now set boundaries with other people. I know it's a very hard topic. I will handle this in the next segments on how you can set boundaries with family, with friends, with whoever it is, because it is very important for people to respect your personal space. So, ladies, those are some of the few things that you can do that can instantly boost your self worth. So, you can add in the comment section whatever else you wish I could have added to the list, and I wish you all the best.